Presenters Bill Turnbill and Susanna Reid have been reunited after 7 years and viewers were delighted. The duo both originally presented BBC Breakfast together from 2003, but Susanna left in 2014 and Bill in 2016 after 15 years at the flagship morning breakfast show. As the duo shared presenting duties once again, this time for ITV, Bill declared, "I'm delighted beyond words. It's been too long, Susanna." Good Morning Britain producers have been calling in different temporary hosts for the show ever since Piers Morgan left his presenter job there earlier this year after refusing to apologise for disbelieving Meghan Markle when she said she felt suicidal. And viewers were delighted that Bill and Susanna were back on air. "So great to see Bill. It'll be quite a novelty to have someone as professional as him presenting," one viewer wrote. Another wrote, #GMB love Bill Turnbill. I think your viewing figures will be higher this morning. Susanna and Bill have a long heritage of on-screen chemistry together. Here are some of their best moments. Returning to the studio this week, Bill joked that he might imitate Piers' infamous exit from the morning show by dramatically leaving the studio in a huff because they were running behind time. "Good morning Britain, it is now 5 minutes past 8. For a moment I thought I was going to have to storm out the studio," he said, before throwing a knowing glance over in Susanna's direction. "Ooh, embarrassed silence," he added when Susanna awkwardly coughed to fill the silence after his Piers jibe. Bill then threw back to news presenter Charlotte, who read the latest news headlines to dig him out of his Piers Morgan-shaped hole, asking Susanna for a session on the floor. Chirpily discussing his morning routine during his guest slot on Good Morning Britain, Bill went into detail about how he fits in a yoga session before he arrives for work at the studio in the morning. "We can have a go later Susanna, there's plenty of space here on the floor. Before we finish on Wednesday we should do a session on the floor." "I mean of yoga, sorry about that," Bill quipped. After his unintentionally filthy remark, Susanna replied steady on Bill Turnbill with her trademark unimpressed gaze at the camera. Bill making nerdy jokes and how much Susanna loves them. Let's face it, sometimes Bill's jokes make little sense, or they're really niche references, or both. But it's adorable how Susanna laughs along anyway. Back in 2014 during Susanna's last year on the BBC show she was in hysterics after Bill made a hail pun during the weather segment. "It's hail and farewell," he said to the weather presenter, presumably referencing a type of military event which has the same name. Susanna fell into hysterics after he made the jest and could barely get her words out while Bill sat there smugly. "Let's just let that sit there for a moment," he says, while Susanna claps back, "What while the tumbleweed goes across? Your jokes are always hilarious, I've just been storing up all the laughter." And quipping with viewers about disappearing from TV. When a fan tweeted about the lack of Bill and Susanna on TV last year, Bill was quick to jump back in and get in on the joke. "Great picture and wonderful memories with @Bill 2 and @Susanna Reid 100. I wonder whatever happened to them." The fan tweeted, after seeing a behind-the-scenes picture of Bill and Susanna presenting BBC Breakfast. "Been wondering that myself," Bill quipped back in response to the fan. When Bill and Susanna shared an intimate moment within feet of Bill's rival Piers Morgan. In 2017 when Bill made an appearance on Good Morning Britain alongside Piers Morgan, Bill and Susanna shared an intimate embrace without Piers as they connected over old times, and Piers was left looking on. "Bill Turnbill's here so things are going to get a bit tense around the desk," Piers warned, but it fell on deaf ears as the duo greeted one another. "How lovely to see you," said Bill and Susanna replied, "I'm so glad you're here." Bill added, "I've missed you," and Susanna said, "I miss you too. I'm slightly emotional." "I'm afraid that's harassment," joked Piers as the former co-presenters touched one another's hands.